Hi, this is Frank with a frank opinion. About 2 weeks ago, I attended a session at my daughter's high school. I'm an older dad with a 16-year-old, Sophie. And the session was being conducted for about 35, maybe more parents in the room by the guidance counselor. And what the information that she was conveying was about was going to college, picking schools, what they're looking for in terms of a student's performance and other activities. And she got to the point where it was talking about how to prepare for the SAT and or the ACT, the two college entrance examinations that students take. And in that conversation, she mentioned that, well, you could, get the Kaplan book and study at home for it, take practice exams, etc. And by the way, you can probably get it pretty cheaply on Amazon. And a light went off in my brain. And I said to myself, gee, the number of times that somebody mentions to a neighbor, a coworker, a friend, etc., well, why don't you just go on Amazon, is probably millions of times a day. Jeff Bezos, the founder and owner of Amazon, is worth about $140 billion today. Take or give 10 billion to that. The 140 billion is more than the gross domestic product of 17 states currently. And that includes states like Maine, Idaho, Arkansas, West Virginia, Alaska, and 12 others. He's a very brilliant person, I'll give him that. There's no question about that. His business format is both a C corporation, so he can sell stock and grow the stock price of Amazon, which obviously increases his worth since he owns about anywhere between 13 and 60% of Amazon stock. But he also has quite a few limited liability corporations. Why? Because he conducts business in many states, if not all, and many of those states are very tax friendly. So in order to lower the tax print of Amazon, he has subsidiaries in lots of states. States like Nevada, Delaware, Kentucky. I'm always interested in knowing what billionaires give away, what their charitable propensity is, whether they have a heart. Well, it turns out that the GivingPledge.org, the Giving Pledge is an organization founded by Bill Gates and Warren Buffett about 10 years ago. Maybe more. And its purpose is to get commitments from billionaires to give most of their wealth to charitable organizations and efforts to promote the public good, the common good. There are currently about 187 billionaires that have signed up and given that commitment for themselves and on behalf of themselves and their families. The organization obviously doesn't force them to fulfill this commitment, but it is at least an expression that they're giving, that they're going to give back because they have received a lot. And I'm going to take a line from Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, who went around Washington looking for Mitch McConnell and saying, "Where's Mitch?" And this, pardon me, Congresswoman, my question is, where's Jeff? Now this site, when you go on, and I hope you do, list all the billionaires in alphabetical order. Jeff Bezos isn't there. I wonder why. 187 billionaires. You'd think that if he was a billionaire, that might be proud to be part of this effort. He's not. I start thinking about Jeff Bezos. It's not that I'm doing this every day, but I'm wondering, would I have wanted to play Monopoly against Jeff Bezos when he was a kid and I was a kid? I don't think so. I think he probably was very good at Monopoly. I think his thinking goes something like, and what drives him is, I want it all. As a matter of fact, that reminds me of Bernie Sanders, which year in and year out has said to the billionaire class, you can't have it all. Well, I think Jeff Bezos does want it all. And his business model, small businesses are wanting an Amazon site to increase their business, the number of people that he has working for him, the distribution centers that he now has in his sights to compete with FedEx and UPS, he's going after them in a big way. So FedEx and UPS, you know, that's like Boardwalk and Park Place and or any other of the building sites on monopoly. As I mentioned before, we're all helping Jeff Bezos add zeros to his wealth. He's young, he's only 55. Probably in his lifetime, if he was not getting a supposed divorce, and maybe have to give some of that 140 billion away in the divorce settlement, he could be the first trillionaire. Why? Because he's increasing his wealth in two ways: income and what's known in economics as rent. So he has his personal wealth, which is probably invested, so it's growing that. It's not coming from work. It's not income. So, and at the same time, he has thousands of people looking across every country on the planet for businesses that will place their business and distribution on Amazon. It's endless, the potential and possibilities for Amazon. Absolutely endless. And don't forget, we're also always giving him free advertising. A book called Capital, 600 and some pages, I kind of read it, said the world right now, with the US leading it, is in the second Gilded Age and surpassing it by leaps and bounds. We've got the greatest income and wealth inequality in the world. The US is a leading force within that. Warning to all of my Medicare for All activists, and that's why I have my Medicare for All shirt on, which I give at my presentations. Please invite me. I'll make a presentation on Medicare for All, paying for it. Because he, along with Warren Buffett and Jamie Dimon, the head of Chase, JP Morgan Chase, are looking at setting up, exploring their own health insurance company in order to compete and maybe prevent Medicare for All, which is the best of all possible ideas, making it possible for the United States to join the rest of the developed world. That's 32 countries in the developed world. There's lots more that have universal health care, but 32 of the developed countries that have Medicare for All, not getting rid of it, not looking to repeal it, to be the 33rd developed country to go for Medicare for All. And we may be in Jeff Bezos' sights right now, and that's a problem. Thanks.